Most people walk away from dead soil. Hard ground, pale dust, no worms, no smell, no life. It looks like failure. But here's what most gardeners never realize. Dead soil is the fastest soil to transform if you know what actually brings it back to life. You do not need chemicals, fertilizers, or expensive products. You do not even need time in the way you think you do. In days, not years, soil can begin acting like rich, ancient earth again. The key is understanding what soil has been missing all along. Why soil dies in the first place? Soil does not die from lack of nutrients. It dies from lack of biology. Modern practices strip soil of organic matter, disrupt structure, and starve microorganisms. Without microbes, nutrients stay locked away, roots struggle, and water either runs off or evaporates. Science now confirms what regenerative growers have always known. Healthy soil is a living system built on bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and organic carbon. When those components return, soil heals itself rapidly. Stop feeding plants and, start feeding life. The fastest way to rebuild soil is not to add more inputs. Actually, it is to activate biology. Plants feed on the byproducts of microbial life, not on raw nutrients. When you focus on microbes, plants respond automatically. This is why, honestly, chemical fertilizers often fail in the long run. They bypass soil life instead of restoring it. The solution is not stronger feeding, but rather biological activation. The fastest way to wake up dead soil? Well, it's quite straightforward. The quickest soil revival method combines moisture, organic matter, and oxygen. This is done through a simple compost infusion that really jumpstarts microbial activity immediately. To begin, use 1 cup of fully finished compost mixed into 1 gallon of clean water. Stir aggressively for 1 full minute, making sure everything is well combined. Then let it sit for about 30 minutes. After that, give it another good stir for another minute. When it's ready, apply the mixture directly to the soil, not the leaves. Use 1 to 2 cups per square foot of soil and pour it slowly so it soaks in rather than runs off. Within just a few days, microbial respiration increases, the soil darkens slightly, and its structure begins to loosen. This is not theory, by the way. It is quite simply biology coming back online. Why is water the real activator? Well, dry soil is dormant soil. Microbes simply cannot function without moisture. But, flooding the soil suffocates them. The goal here is consistent dampness, not saturation. After applying the compost infusion, you'll want to keep the soil lightly moist for the next 5 to 7 days. This creates the perfect environment for microbes to multiply. Even dead-looking soil responds quickly when water and biology meet. Cover is not optional. Bare soil is, dying soil. Sunlight, wind, and rain destroy microbial life at the surface. One of the fastest ways to restore soil is to protect it immediately after activation. Use leaves, straw, grass clippings, or chopped plant material to cover soil 2 to 3 inches deep. This mulch holds moisture, moderates temperature, and, becomes food for microbes as it breaks down. Covered soil can recover 10 times faster than exposed ground. Roots are the long-term builders. Microbes, wake soil up, but roots keep it alive. Living roots feed soil organisms continuously through root exudates. Even weak plants, they improve soil simply by growing. If planting immediately is not possible, it's a good idea to sow fast-growing cover plants. They don't need to be productive crops. Their job is just to keep roots in the ground. As roots grow and die back, they create channels for air, water, and microbial movement. Why tilling slows everything down? It might seem logical to break hard soil apart, but tilling actually destroys the very structure you're trying to rebuild. It collapses fungal networks, releases carbon into the air, and resets biological progress. Instead of turning soil, let biology do the work. Within just a few weeks, soil that once felt like concrete becomes crumbly and responsive, simply from microbial activity and root pressure. The role of carbon in long-term richness. Soil that lasts for generations is carbon-rich soil. Carbon is not fertilizer. It is habitat. Microbes live on carbon, store nutrients within it, and release them slowly over time. Every piece of organic matter added is a carbon deposit. Leaves, stems, mulch, compost, and root matter all contribute. Over time, this creates soil that feeds itself. This is how ancient soils formed. Slowly, steadily, without force. Why this builds 100-year soil? Soil that regenerates biologically does not collapse when inputs stop. It becomes resilient. Water stays longer. Nutrients cycle naturally. Plants grow stronger without constant intervention. The difference between short-term improvement and century-level soil is continuity. Keep soil covered. Keep roots growing. Feed microbes gently. Avoid disturbance. That is how soil becomes richer every year instead of poorer. So, what changes will you notice first? Well, within just a few days, the soil starts to smell earthy again. That smell, by the way, is actually microbial respiration. Then, within a few weeks, water absorption improves dramatically. Plants, you'll see, respond with a deeper colour and much steadier growth. And within a single season, the soil texture itself changes permanently. These, are not just surface changes. They are, in fact, system-level repairs. Why does this cost nothing, you might wonder? Well, everything used in this method already exists around you. Compost, water, plant matter, roots, and of course time. There are no purchases, no chemicals, and honestly, no dependence on anything outside of what nature provides. This is exactly why this approach can scale from small backyard gardens all the way up to full-scale restoration of degraded land. It relies on processes, not products, so you can apply it just about anywhere. Now, let's look at the bigger picture. Dead soil is, without a doubt, one of the biggest challenges facing food systems today. But interestingly, it is also one of the easiest to fix when biology is simply allowed to do its job. Every garden restored becomes, in a very real sense, part of a much larger solution. If this guide changed how you see soil, do consider subscribing to Nature's Blueprint for more practical, no-cost, nature-aligned growing strategies. And, share this video with someone who might be struggling with poor soil and help bring life back to the ground beneath our feet.